Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my show, Date or Disaster. Where tonight our bachelor is top badge Godfather. Okay, he will have his ladies on the show. He'll decide which one is a date or disaster. Okay, so Godfather, can we have you up? I think this is you. Come to the box, Godfather. Collins. Collins, come out the box, huh? This is a show. Come back later. Hello, Godfather. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Would you like to tell the people a little bit about yourself briefly?
Sure. I'm the Godfather. I also host a show in here as well called Late Nights with the Godfather. Right after this, 9 p.m. Eastern. And our guest is actually going to be the lovely lady you see here right now, Wifey the Boss.
Okay.
We also got one of the ladies that's going to join me here tonight. She's also my musical guest,
Okay.
Big Baby Krona. And then we'll also have Jess Brittany as a musical guest tonight as well. My
Okay.
other lady is going to be um, Honey Dip. So just wait for them to get in here, have some fun. I got them to do it. So
Okay. Good. Good. I knew you could pull it off. I knew you could pull it off. Hello,
very nice.
Julianne.
She's like, it's like it's exposure to y'all. It's exposure. Make sure y'all tap in. They're like, okay, I'll do
Right. Right.
it.
Thanks for the faves. Okay.
What's
Make
up,
sure y'all fave
Casper?
Godfather. Okay. So who do we got? Do we got any one of the ladies here? Hi, Casper.
Not yet. It's Big Baby Prona and Honey Dip will be
Okay.
the two ladies. So
Okay.
that's where
Well,
we're
you know
coming
how
in.
women are. We got to get ourselves all, situated and stuff. I was trying.
Right.
I
I
was like,
literally Prona
promo
crew is
crew is
here.
here. Okay. Okay. Salute to the promo crew.
How's everybody's not doing? Y'all doing all right tonight? Y'all ready for this?
Hot down south. Hello, Nasty. Thank
Trust me.
you.
I
Thank you,
know.
Boomin.
It make no
Okay,
sense.
I see Honey Dip. Hello, Honey Dip. To the box, Honey Dip.
There's Honey Dip. Hey,
To the box left.
go ahead and request that box. Are y'all
Okay.
ready? There we go, Big Baby Prona.
Hey, how are
Hi, how are
you?
you, honey?
I'm
Oh,
doing good, thank
You're
you.
welcome. So tonight you are Godfather's Bachelorette, okay? Lucky you.
All right.
So would you like to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
My name is Honey Dip. I'm originally from Jersey, but I reside in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
I stream normally nighttime, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, my time. Um, I've done gunny battles. This is my actually first featured show, so yes, I am a little nervous. I just happened to jump in Godfather's live at the right moment. I was
Right.
like, give me a minute. Let me think about it.
That will be great. That will be great. I promise you, you just be yourself, laid back, and
mhm.
we'll see how it goes. So,
All
Godfather,
right
do we
now.
have the other lady?
Yes, Big Baby Prona. She actually just came in. She dropped a few roses here. So
Okay. So come up, promo. I think I'm saying that right. They say I'm country. I nickname you famous. Okay.
Metro.
Mhm. I think is she here? Hit the plus sign.
yeah,
Okay. We got a man that's stuck in the box. Oh my gosh. He
somebody
will
kick
not
him
get out
out
the
of the box.
box. He will not get out the box.
Right.
Hello,
Hi.
promo. Oh, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. So those dimples. Okay. Would you like to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
Well, hey, I'm Big Baby. I'm 30. I'm originally from Minnesota, born and raised, and I'm a respiratory therapist.
Oh wow, good. Okay.
Well,
Okay,
well,
so tonight Godfather has chose you to be one of his bachelorettes. Okay, so how it goes, he will be asking you ladies the same questions right after each other. You answer one at a
Okay.
time, no profanity, and you also can ask him questions as well. You can get a little spicy, but you have to curveball it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Okay. So
Keep the
Godfather,
spice down to a jalapeno, okay?
right?
Right, right.
Okay. Good
No
luck,
habaneros
ladies.
here, okay? So, my first question is, what is the most important to you on a first date? Honey Dip?
The most important to me is your confidence and your security. I don't want anybody with like a low self-esteem, if that makes any sense. Your confidence speaks volumes about a person of how you carry yourself. So that's a big deal for me.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
you hear me, Casper? I see that ear.
All right, how about you, baby Prona, big baby?
I would have to say personality off bat because my personality stands out and my vibe is a little different. And I feel like I like to laugh and be goofy. That's something that's gonna attract me to you right away. Like let's crack a joke. Like let's do something, make me laugh. Laugh at the dumbest stuff. That's what's going. That's what I look at.
Right.
So you're basically the cornier the better?
No, not corny. You don't have to be corny, but I'm a little corny. So it
Oh,
works.
okay.
It works. I
So
ain't.
so no Betty Butter and her bitter butter? Anybody knows about, no? Anybody was there? No? Okay, I got you. All right, so what do you think about dating another streamer or a gifter? Honey Dip?
What do I think about it? First, I would say be safe. Let's be clear on that. Let's be safe before you actually get to meet somebody in person, because you just never know. You just have to think about your security first. But me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it if you both can catch that vibe to where it's like, I know you, not for a month, but I know you, you know me, we getting to know each other. What's wrong with putting, the face in person versus camera? As long as you're safe. That's my biggest thing. Be safe, because you just never know. You just never know. Public place first. Public
Especially on the
place.
gift, especially on the
Right.
gifter side, because those you've really never seen,
You don't know.
Yeah.
if they don't go live, it's like,
Right,
don't know.
right.
Okay. So how about you, Prona? I can call you Prona, right? It's cool.
It's prana. It's prana. Like
Prana.
Oh, it's
prana.
Prana?
It's
Oh,
prana. But
we all
you could just call me Big Baby, but it's okay. I'll let people do
I thought
their
I was
thing.
doing something with the Prona, It's like, Prana, okay. Well, dang. I'm feeling.
But I would have to say, number one, you are very, very right. Be safe. But I would date anybody that I feel like I had an attraction to, because I feel like that's the whole point of this app. The app generated, as online dating. Other people just use it as other things like networking, going to a different state or country and you might vibe with somebody virtually and then meet up with them and y'all might have a good time, but I think, yeah, I definitely would, because I don't want to be closed into a box, you know.
Right.
I just, like I said, that's the whole point. That was the whole reason why I got on Tag, was so I wasn't always meeting the same people when I went to the same places doing the same thing, that I do every day.
Right.
So I would.
You might find you a hot Indian guy. You never know. You know how they are.
Yeah.
We all dodging them.
They're pretty straightforward. Like, hey, here it is.
Right.
So to follow up with that, Honey Dip, if you're dating another streamer, what do you think about as far as, because like for me, I'm a man, I'm going to have ladies that are going to come into my stream and there's going to be some flirting going on. Maybe not necessarily from me, but from them. How's that make you feel? What would you feel about that?
Well, as far as flirting,
Yes.
I feel like at the end of the day, everybody flirts. You have your own way of being flirtatious. Me personally, I'm a bartender, so that's part of my critique anyway. I'm a bartender, so it comes naturally when I'm like, "Ooh, Godfather, I see you up there with that hat on now." Like it just comes off naturally. So for someone to flirt with me, I'm just so used to it that it becomes like an everyday thing, a moment.
Okay.
I see you
How
up
about
there, Godfather, with that hat on. I see you.
And how about you, big baby?
So okay. I think
Oh,
that I wouldn't care if someone is flirting with you or whatever. That was the question, right? I just want to make sure I got the
right.
question. Okay. I wouldn't care if someone was flirting with someone that I was talking to or whatever because that's how I met you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it would be like, so I'm going to contradict how I met you because I'm allowing you or we're agreeing for you to stay on the app because, again, the app is not just used for dating, it's used for networking and doing other things like shows and getting opportunities out there. You know what I'm saying? So do your thing. Look, I might be sitting
Okay.
next to you.
High fiving on the
She's over
side.
instigating it, but she's over. We'll just call her the instigator because she just have an instigator on over there. So, trying to. Okay. So, Honey Dip, what is a deal breaker for you in dating someone?
A deal breaker with me with dating someone is I'm a single parent, so I have children. So of course I want to
Mhm.
get to know the person as much as I can. So when someone says, "Oh, I don't have any kids and I don't want none," that's an automatic deal breaker because I have children, and I can't have a bond and grow with someone who doesn't either have kids or don't want kids because I'm a package deal.
Right.
She's like, period. Okay.
Right, Metro, period.
I would say, are you done?
I'm done, baby.
Okay.
No, you look, tag team.
Uh, I would say a deal breaker is having no type of ambition goals or nothing about yourself. Like, I need you to stand on something. I need you to, I understand that everybody is not built on the same foundation, but you got to have some type of dirt, cement, sand. You got to be on something so we can build this house, build this empire. We're not going to go nowhere if you are just, simple minded and want to blame
That's
everybody
facts.
everything. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to stand on something and be about something and let's do something.
And that's fact. Look, period. I got you.
I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, I was like, I get a period on that one too. Wow. I actually know what I was expecting, which I'm sure that's kind of a no-brainer, is like cheating and stuff like that. But that's like almost always the response when you ask, "What's a deal breaker?" Not that that wouldn't be a deal breaker for y'all,
It got to be a
but
little deeper.
Right.
You got to
right,
dig deeper. Like you said, it got to start from somewhere and build up. You got to just dig deeper.
yeah, that's. I mean, that's kind of. Isn't that kind of like a no-brainer? Like, yeah,
Right.
that would be a deal breaker. I mean, if you're the type of person that's going to stay in a relationship even after, or stay with someone even after cheating, I think that's a little weird. Unless you're in some poly stuff, anyway. That's a whole other show. Uh, now, this is one I've talked about a lot in my stream and on another show that I'm on as well. Do you know your love language?
When it comes to love language, I feel that the person not need to know me only physically, but you need to know me mentally and spiritually. I need to know that without me even saying the words, that you know what I'm feeling. That is my love language. Understand if I'm having a stressful day, a hard day, rough day at work. Like I said, I'm a bartender. There's so much going on at work, and I come home and my significant other, dinner's made, bath waters ran. Just you thinking about me and our love language together. So that means a lot, and that goes
Gotcha.
both
So
ways. That's just not one sided. It's both ways.
Right. So it sounds like your love language is actually acts of service. So something that's for you.
Not service, because you got to know the mental now and the spiritual. You got to know that.
Right. Sure. You're right. Okay.
Look at City
Big
Boy.
baby, what about you? You know your love language?
I feel like I don't know my love language just yet. I'm growing and glowing at the same time. I'm only 30. So,
Mm.
and honestly, like, my longest relationship was probably like 6 years. And within that relationship, I was still young. So, as I'm growing into adulting and, learning what life is all about, I feel like it's everything. It's everything that consists of me. You just understanding me and being compassionate and empathetic towards whatever that I'm going through. And I feel like, and you making me laugh at the end of the day because we always gonna have a little laughter there because I'm silly. So yeah,
And that's
that's
facts.
Yeah, I would think you have a sense of humor when it comes to, if you can't laugh about things or
Right.
find something to joke about or to be just goofy, just be goofy together.
Laughter is
Because I
key.
like, oh yeah, I mean, 'cause if we
Laughter is
can't laugh
key.
together, like, come on now, at everything. We can laugh at each other, we can laugh at other people, not in a
Right.
bullying type of way.
I mean, you just
Brothers
think
out there.
about it. Like, it takes so much energy being mad or
It
sad or
does.
just always down, depressed. Like, why not just be happy? Why not laugh? Why not be optimistic, hopeful? Because at the end of the day, it can always be worse than what
Right.
it is right now.
And a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm
people forget that. Right. And a lot of people do forget that. It could be worse.
For
And the key thing
everyone
too is
coming
just don't
in,
really.
welcome to the show, Date or Disaster, where tonight we have Godfather as the bachelor. His two bachelorettes are Honey Dip and Big Baby. Okay, did I get it right? Okay, we on the right track.
Big. All right, so Honey Dip, what's more important to you, long term or day to day?
Me personally, long term. Let's build together, let's grow together. And that's how I see things. I don't Let's live life day to day, but let's also take the time to build and grow. Because at the end of the day, you need something for long term, especially like I said, if you have a family and if you do have children, you have to think about long term. But have fun while you're doing it now, because we
Right,
can laugh and make fun and build. So let's do it.
True.
Let's
right,
do it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, definitely. How about you, Big Baby?
I would say the same thing. I think they go hand in hand at the end of the day because day to day, you don't know where life is going to take you. You don't know where you're going to be at tomorrow or at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
Right.
that's the day to day part that I understand where you're coming from. But I love long term. I like stability. I like to move and groove, honey. Let's go. Let's build.
Okay.
Let's have, children. Let's have 3 houses, 5 cars, baby. I'm with it. Let's go. Where we going? We going
Okay.
anywhere? You know, like, I want to have, that type of relationship with one person. I don't want to build people up to have
right,
them go off to somewhere else. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
But
facts.
sometimes you do. Sometimes that is your life lesson that you have to go through. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, nah, I like long term. I'm a long timer. Long timer.
yeah. And kind of talk, because we talked. I know Honey Dip talked about, kids like that. So I got a question for y'all, ladies. How do you feel like being a grandma? Because I'm a
Oh
grandpa.
gosh. I'm not ready. My oldest, she is 15, and I just look at her. She's so gorgeous, and I'm just like, oh gosh. Honestly, I will be honored when that time comes. Nowhere near soon. But I will be
Right.
very grateful to be alive to see my grandchildren, to see that, look at this bloodline, even before me, but look at this bloodline that came from me and started from me. When that time comes, no time soon, hopefully.
It
But
is a blessing,
I
I
would be
must say.
honored.
It's a blessing.
And I'm just like, oh gosh, she's 15. I got to get.
It's coming.
Oh,
Uh,
Lord. Like, I was
Right.
going to put my head down on that one.
And
I'm
I'm on
sorry, go
like
ahead, big
4.
baby.
So
no,
Oh,
okay.
4 grandchildren.
I feel like I'm gonna be a cool grandma. However, I need to get to the child first. I don't have no kids, so I guess if it works out that way, who am I to stop what God has, for me? However, I do want to have a kid. I want to have a kid, shoot, but I don't mind being a grandma. Hey,
Okay, grandma gonna be snatched. Let's say that. Okay.
Grandma's still gonna be traveling. Now I ain't finna stay
That
around.
part.
Babysitting now.
City boy.
So yeah, you may want to skip straight to the grandma.
I can't.
Because see, the thing with that is you can spoil the kids and then just send them on home because then you ain't got to deal with
Send them on.
I do that with my nieces and nephews.
Pump them full of sugar and be like, ah.
Right.
So,
I said,
all right. So, Honey Dip, how do you feel about other women looking at your date, looking at your man?
me personally, I don't mind. I don't mind for another woman to look at my date because at the end of the day, I know who he's coming home with my date. Well, is it my date or is it my boyfriend, my husband? How are we doing this? Let me rephrase that before I answer that.
Date, boyfriend, yeah, date.
Okay, boyfriend, I'm not gonna worry about it. Because he's coming home with me. Look what I got. He's coming home with me. A date, I'm not really, it's like, look all you want to, but we're on a date. We're having a good time. We're vibing. You can look all you want. You looking at me too? Let me see. We can get a close up together. What's going on? Because, we're going to be the main attraction. We're going to be the main attraction when we step out and we go. So I don't mind.
Right.
I don't mind at all. I'm like, look, honey, take a picture. Let's go. Get my good side though,
Let me get the side profile with the beard.
Right. Look, let me get this side. Godfather, you go that way. I go this way.
All right. Hold on. Are we like inverted? Oh, okay.
That's a good side. I would have to say, yeah, I don't care. Like, I don't care because I really feel like if you can take him, have him. Because at the end of the day, if he's going, who obviously I was with him before he got him, so I don't really care if you get him. Well, I'm gonna care, but if you got him, then he was just easily going. So, however, hey, I wait toward you, like, he's fine.
Look, get the good side, okay?
Like City Boy said, City Girls Unite.
Right, exactly. Okay.
All right.
Grandfather, can I ask, how would you feel about that? Because she said we can't ask you questions too. How would you feel about that?
Doesn't bother me. Like y'all said, y'all with me, so they can look all they want. I know exactly, and like Baby said, if he gets you, I guess I never had you. So
that's facts.
True.
Yeah.
Look,
so
period.
definitely not.
I got you.
Right. Get it. There you go, Metro. Period. Let's say a big shout out to Metro with the period, like after every statement here. But every time he's like, period. Let's just put a period on that. So he's got it. He's got to live. So, all right. So here's a big one. Does age matter in your potential date?
I'm going to say no for myself. I just would prefer around my age or older. I have dated someone who was 10 years older than me, and that was a long-lasting relationship. We were together for actually 8 years, and he was 10 years older than me. So age, of course, I'm 33. Now, you can't be 18 thinking that we about to go out. We can't go that low. My daughter's 15. That ain't going to look right.
Right.
So I'm going to need you at least like 28, 29 and up. Like, we're going to have to go that way.
So, yeah, she's
not a pre-Kruger. Look, get the good side.
There you go, Metro. Hey, Dr. John's job. He's got it. All right, so how about you, big baby?
I think age matters because when I'm on my live and I get 54-year-olds and 65-year-olds and stuff like that, that's a little too much for me. I can't. I'm 30, and my mama only 50. My mama only 53. I cannot be bringing home somebody that's older than my mama. I feel like that's disrespectful to
Yeah.
her. So I feel like I don't mind dating older. However, you can't be old. You can't. It can't be 20 years or nothing. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. I think my cutoff was like 40, 42. Okay, that's 12. That's 12 years. 42. But I can't go no higher. I can't go no higher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
That's
can't be
that.
having war stories now together. Like, wait a minute now.
Well, that kind of answered my question on what would be the cutoff. So, um, all right,
Facts.
we'll go into my age here at the end of the show.
Look, you see how I was
Um,
looking at you. You put your head down though. So I was like, okay, well, wait a minute now.
don't hit my profile; it tells all. So,
Look, I'm
click that. Don't look at me. Don't press my profile. Don't view it because you'd be like,
Look,
damn it,
let
I'm
me
gonna have to go a
see.
little older. Yeah, the profile will snitch. All right, it will snitch on me. All right. So to follow with that, does race matter?
I'm not gonna say race matter, but I would prefer to only date inside of my race, just because I feel like that we would understand each other a little bit more. I just kind of feel like that. I don't know. We would understand each other more. It won't be so much pressure on the other side's family because you just never know people's backgrounds, people's roots, um, things of that nature. But honestly, I mean, people are different, cultures are different, and I do have children that are
Mhm.
mixed with some things, but it's not the point to where it's like just for instance, me dating a white guy. I've never ever dated a white guy. Don't get me wrong now, because Godfather, I don't know what you are, but I just seen some. I'm like, oh, okay now. But I just never have dated outside of my own race. I have not. I see you up there, Godfather. Don't think I ain't looking. I seen
He's not.
it. Okay, and with the hat.
I'm probably already blushing because I think I like steady blush. I
Period.
don't know. Right.
You look red, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's
Period.
okay.
Right.
I'm blushing too.
I might-
Right. Look, right. I'm like, look.
I just
Right.
right. I just show it a little bit easier. So I'm not telling my ethnicity because But all right. So big baby, how about you? Does race matter?
Um, I don't feel like it does to me. I feel like as long as you are not racist or overly judgmental, because I feel like everyone is judgmental, even if they say they're not judgmental. Like you look at somebody and be like, them shoes is ugly. You judging them. You judging
That's
them.
facts.
What the ugly shoes? What the ugly shoes? What the ugly shoes? I mean, you gotta be truthful.
But I don't want to be put in a box where I limit myself to love someone who is not in my race. Like, maybe an Asian, person
Oh,
or
shoot.
a Cambodian patient. Oh, I'm talking about patient. Sorry, y'all. I'm at work.
Look.
Person, okay. Like love me so much more than I ever got from the person that I chose in my race. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want to limit myself. I don't want to limit myself to anything. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, low key, well, not low key, high key, I'm bisexual. So because I don't want to limit myself to just men, I want to open myself up to everyone. Because I don't know who's gonna love me right, who's gonna treat me right, treat me good, treat me the way that I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So
Can we take that question up top? Look, can we take it up top?
Well, I'm gonna say yes, okay, but this is why. For anybody that knows Godfather, anybody that knows me, I prefer black women or
Chocolate.
the
chocolate.
melanin chocolate. There we go. I prefer chocolate. All right,
Well, wait a
so
minute
it
now.
does
Wait a minute.
matter.
I'm a little mocha. Hold on. I I ain't chocolate. I'm a
Okay,
little more.
it don't matter whether it's milk chocolate, it could be dark chocolate, it can be. I don't care what spectrum of the chocolate it is, as long as it's
Right.
chocolate, I'm good. Right.
We're not cornbread.
So that does matter to me, and because that's what I prefer. I prefer because over the last 20 plus years of my life, that's the type of woman that I've been attracted to, and that culture as well is something that I really stay really close to. I have biracial kids. A lot of my family that I'm really close to, even on my ex-wife's side, I'm still really close to. So I have a strong belief of equality. It's really important to me. Me coming from a small town that I'm from, that wasn't something that you saw much of, or even to this day don't see much of. And I always knew I was different. Even back in the mid '90s when I did start dating chocolate, um, there was a lot of, especially being in the South, it was very
Yeah.
uh, it was an interesting situation. The people that would give you the looks, and at first it really kind of bothers you, or it bothered me. But after a while, I knew what I liked. She knew what she liked. We were happy, so it really didn't matter. My parents very accepting of it. They're not closed-minded. So I was just always that's just always the way I've been for a long time. So
Let me give you a round of applause. Hold on. And period. Okay.
Speaking on that briefly, I'm
Look.
from the South, and I've cursed out so many other races because I have biracial nieces and nephews. Yeah, so I get it.
Mhm.
Down South is horrible.
and
Now
it's
you a
it's
papa.
crazy what it's crazy what people will say, or thinking, I don't know. I
It
get your
is.
reasoning as far as staying within your race. Your reason for it makes a lot of sense, but then the reason for some of the, and not all down here in the South, but their reasonings is
No,
just
definitely
so
not.
warped and
Mostly
twisted,
though, mostly.
and
Yeah,
mostly, yeah.
it can get it's loopy. It's very loopy, and it's sad that even still to this day that it's even looked at the way that it is, and I just kind of feel like why, why?
Yeah. So that's, I know it was a long-winded answer, but there had to be a whole story behind it to kind of understand.
Right, so you can so people can understand, and that's good. And I'm glad that you did, go into detail and depth. Because, like I said, even though I know some people say they're still minorities, but with my children, they're black, white, Indian, and Puerto Rican. So that's why I said, I got a culture clash happening over here with, me and my family. So yeah, it gets a little loopy and crazy around here because of our clashes. But I mean, at the end of the day, love is love. And that's just what it is. And then after love is love, like you said, 20 plus years, you're a grandfather.
Mhm. So yeah. So all right. So enough with my little story. Y'all can learn a little bit more of some of it. Um, so is being in a long distance relationship still a thing, or do you think that's outdated?
Honestly, I've never been in one. So that question is hard for me because I personally have never been in a long distance relationship. Now, I've had well, of course on here, you're going to um have relationships and friendships with other streamers on here to where it's like, man, you all the way over there, how can I get over there and let's try to meet. But I've never had a dating relationship to where it was long distance. So that question I can't even really answer on. I'm a little like,
Well,
Hey,
I've done a couple, and but I've done some when I was younger. So, but now that I'm 30, no, I don't want to do no long distance relationship. Like I'm at the point where I want to be cuddled up, snuggled up with my boo thing, be able to drive past the house, go to the house, let's have dinner, let's kick it, and stuff like that. Like if you were maybe like 4 hours away, then yeah, I could do that. But I can't do no. I stay in Minnesota, you stay in California. Nah,
right.
that ain't. work for me. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually insecurities are going to start circulating when it comes to people not being able to communicate how you want them to communicate and stuff like that. Don't nobody got time for that.
Keep going back and forth. You ain't answer your phone. Why you ain't answer your phone? Yeah,
A
definitely.
relationship is already obligations that you gotta just deal with, but don't nobody got time for all the extra stuff that comes with it. Having to be on the phone for hours when you want to go hang out with your friends that are actually in town and stuff like that. You know, so I would
All
say,
right. Do you, so do you think that in the beginning you can create moments via FaceTime or chat, video chat?
definitely.
As far as like the relationship wise, I think definitely it could be there, but you would still, what me and Big Baby both said, you would still want that connection. And like I said, when it comes to physically, mentally, and spiritually, you will want that connection. And there's only so much of a connection that you're going to be able to grasp from the other person being two flights and a layover away. And I'm scared of planes, so
Me
who
too.
driving you?
It's a possibility that you can definitely gain like relationships and stuff like that through video chats. Communication is always number one, regardless of how you're communicating, whether it's in person, whether it's FaceTime, whether it's text messages, emails, letters. You know, me and my exes have done all of those things, to keep up with the, communication, I guess you could say. And you can honestly, I feel like it's more dangerous too because it's mental, not physical. So that is another thing, you know. I mean, I don't know how deep we can go, but if we're talking about, I read this article, sorry, I read this article that said, you know, having phone sex with someone can be way more intimate than physically having sex with them. And it's all about the mental, the imagination that you create with that
Hmm.
person. And I feel like that could be so much deeper than physical, because sometimes you get together and it ain't nothing. No vibe, no nothing. Like maybe we should have talked a little more
Right.
before.
I would say that that's true. I've
Mm-hmm.
experienced it. It's wonderful.
And it's safer. You can't get pregnant before you get an
Look,
STD, so you know,
period.
it's much safer. Ain't worry about getting no ain't no FaceTime babies, okay? Ain't no FaceTime STDs.
I can't take it. The FaceTime babies. Can it be Apple
I mean,
FaceTime? No, I'm just kidding.
no, never mind. This is a featured show. Let me just stop there. Okay. But all right. So get a little spicy. All right. So, Honey Dip, do you believe in love at first sight?
Ooh, that's a little hard. I really believe in lust at first sight. Um, I'm not going to necessarily say love at first sight because I don't know, your eyes will make you lust more than you start thinking, and then that thinking process is going. Me personally, I don't know if it's curving off or not. I feel like that if you're gonna be with somebody, you should start off as being friends. It's nothing better than being with somebody who you started off with friends. Because as friends, y'all open up a level of where you already know each other. And you know each other's ups, downs, downfalls, your weaknesses, and everything else. So then when you just take it to another level from being friends and you want to go to the next level, being in a relationship, you know that person. You know that person all the way around the board. Because as a friend, I'm just going to say you, Godfather, for example, I wouldn't lie to you as a friend. I could tell you
Right.
things that I would not tell my mate, my other person who I'm dealing with or who I'm with. But you as a friend, I'm like, Godfather, guess what? Whoop de whoop de whoop, whatever, whatever, whatever. You should start off as friends. That's my opinion, though.
Okay. How about you, Big Baby?
I don't, and I'm just gonna keep it real. Because I don't know you. Like I
That's too
don't
much.
know. Yeah, like yeah, you look good. Yeah, you look fine as heck. But you probably are crazy, a narcissist. you're a psychopath. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just never know what you're gonna get, and I need that time to get to know you. Your family might be crazy. I might not want to deal with your crazy baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I cannot love you at
It's
first.
lust.
At first,
And a lot of people confuse that. They confuse lust for love.
you fine and all, but no, not the love.
Period, 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 period.
Right. And here's a big shout out to Honey Dip and Big Baby. Wow. I mean, the answers are, you know, I'm.
They just real in deep
Wow.
when and it's coming from two different sides. So it's like, big baby, give me some. High five it, okay? Right,
It's like,
whichever side we on.
you know, let's go like this.
Up, down. Right. Make sure we get everybody
Everything.
tag teaming.
With that, you know.
How do you feel about that, Godfather?
We're here.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yes and no. Because I believe that, for example, if I were to see one of y'all in public, and just kind of based off of the eye contact, and then maybe a conversation that may follow up based off of that's something that could happen. It's almost like you're manifesting. Like if I'm the type of person that manifests who my potential mate or who my wife's going to be, and you fit that manifestation that I've been based off of. Now again, I guess I would probably go into like maybe not first sight, but within that first few minutes or that first, interaction where I see you, and then we decide to talk. Because I've known people that have seen someone and said, you know what, I'm gonna marry that person right there. And guess what they did? They married that person.
Marry that person.
So now, did they manipulate it to get it to that point? Some people will say that. But I believe that if that's something that you believe in as far as the manifesting part of it, manifesting your love life, of course you can manifest anything. If that's something that you feel like you've manifested, and that woman is the one that has fit what you have manifested, then yes, I believe that. Now, as far as just like I just seen you and like boom, we have had nothing go on besides just looking at you, then yeah, that's lust. That's lust at first sight. So I feel like, oh, look at that.
Right, exactly. Well, what's a lot going on? What's going on? Yeah, that's lust.
Hey, you don't know what skeletons are in those closets. You don't know what the toxicity of those families are. You have no idea what you're about to get yourself into if you don't really get to know them. So that's why I say yes and no. So, all right. This is getting more interesting. All right. All right. So, Honey Dip, how do you have fun? Or what do you do?
How do I have fun? I don't know. I'm just a whole vibe. Like, I just call myself a whole vibe in itself. I like to have fun. I love listening to music. Like I said, I'm a bartender. So it's kind of like I already have that bubbly personality. I love to laugh. If you notice, I've probably been laughing the whole show. We supposed to be talking serious, and I'm like, I got to go out to the side for a second. But, I mean, music, I don't know. Music is a big part of, music is just free. It lets you go. It can help you with your mood. It can change your mood. If you, like you said, if you feel like you're having a birthday, cut on some music, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, I forgot what's going on. I'm happy now. Let's go to the beach. I'm by the water, so the water makes me happy. Like, I love to just have fun. So I just tell people, I'm a whole vibe. I go to a party by myself, and I'll be lit up by myself, just dancing. They're like, look at that girl, she's having a blast by herself. What's going on over there? Party over dips. But I just love to have fun. Yeah, I'm like, party over dips,
Okay. So how about you, Big
Baby? Too. That's me. I'm a whole vibe. Like, I'm fun. I like to laugh. Like, we can play some arcade games. We can wrestle. You want to wrestle? You want to go to the park and just walk around and just actually have a real conversation? Like, yeah, I can do all of that and still have fun. I can make it fun because I am fun. Okay?
Okay.
I'm fun.
Period. Look, period.
Wait a minute, wrestling? Like, you talking about?
And I got a quote that I actually made up because I do agree with you that music does definitely help a lot of people. And I made this quote. I'm gonna get a tattoo, but it's like music sets my soul free from this world that traps
I
me. Because
love
I
that.
Yes.
know
Yes.
traps people, but music it like allows you to be free, takes you all over the
Can I
world. You
just
know what I'm
elaborate on Big Baby just for a second? When I tell you that I just love the quote that you did, and I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but I write poetry. And so when you said that you made that quote, and I was just like, I love that because that's my escape and that's my go-to place of when I feel like I need to set the tone for myself to get myself in my thoughts. Because like I said, I have 3 children. So when you finally have the time for yourself and you're like, okay, I need to listen to some music, whether it's R&B, because I got my R&B nights and stuff. And when you just said that, that was like a major key alert. It just, girl, I'm gonna have a poem for you tomorrow. Don't play with me.
Yeah, because music can definitely set a vibe on how you want it to, you know, like if you're trying to be intimate, of course, intimate music like R&B. I can't really get down with the soft rock anymore. I don't know, maybe it's because I've been anyway. Like the ballads.
Well, I'm
I want to
telling
hear.
you,
I want to hear some Q Sweat. I want to hear, some
yes.
bass bass. I want to hear. Who
Look at
else?
Godfather taking it back. Wait a minute.
Gerald LeVert. We got. Well, probably. Y'all gotta check me out in my live. So heck, might even catch me singing. Who knows?
Godfather, I'm coming. You got that hat on. I'm coming. Okay.
So yeah, that could definitely set the mood. Especially if you're having one of those days that things just don't seem like they're going right, and you put on some R&B is like my go-to. Hip hop is good, like if you get ready to go to work, you try and get all hyped up because
Yeah,
work's gonna suck. So try to get this so it won't suck. Non-work sucking music. But then at night or when you get off, you can listen to some R&B. You can kind of chill out. It just kind of sets, whether you're by yourself or you're with your significant other, you can just kind of set the mood and just relax. And
Definitely.
so, okay. All right. So what is the perfect date site for you? Where would be the perfect place to go on a date?
Ooh. The perfect place, like I said, for me, because I do live, at the beach. I love the beach. I'm not saying that, go out and spend all this money. We can have a free date, go on the beach and vibe. Let's get to know each other. Let's vibe out, just sitting on the beach. We can what is it called? A picnic. I ain't did a picnic in so long, I forgot what it was called. We can picnic on the beach. And we can
Right.
chill and catch a whole vibe. And, it's just the beauty of the waves and the sound. Look, bring out we got Bluetooth now, excuse me. Bring out Bluetooth and we can set the mood with the music. Like that's my date right there. I don't need you to spend so much money for us to get to know each other when we can do it for free, baby. If I got to make the sandwiches and bring the chicken, let's go. We can get it right here on this beach for free.
Okay. So how about you, Big Baby? What's your perfect date site?
I'm I'm a little corny, so I love the beach. I was gonna say the park. However, I actually think my favorite would be because I wish upon stars. I think laying in the back of a pickup truck on a cover in the country, watching the stars, just talking with some music and maybe a little drink or a little joint or whatever. I mean, whatever. And just vibe out, like she said, like just actually chill and exhale and actually get to know each other. I don't want to go to no busy restaurant where everybody's talking around us, where we really can't even interact. Got people bumping us, getting attitude. We trying to eat. We can do all that stuff privately and let's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm corny. I'm like movie notebook type.
Period. Okay.
The chick flick kind of, corny stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think that is, I think in all the years I've been around, I don't think I've ever done it in the back of a pickup truck. And I'm from the country. It's crazy.
Right.
Well, you gotta,
I mean, when I was there and we were back in the pickup truck, I was like 18 years old. So I was a little horny 18-year-old. So it was going to be more than just, that truck was about to be. If the truck is rocking, don't come a knocking. So.
Okay. Period. I love it,
So,
Godfather. I love it.
Okay.
um, so what have you always wanted to do but haven't yet?
Mm. Oh, can we go to Big Baby first? I gotta think on that for a second. Can we go to Big Baby quickly?
What have I wanted to do and I haven't done it yet? Mine would be to create my own medical group with physician's assistants, respiratory therapists, occupational therapists, doctors, nurse practitioners, and type of stuff. I'm gonna get there one day. I'm manifesting it.
And
Just
you
like
will. Speaking into existence, baby.
that's something I definitely want to do that I haven't done yet, and I'm already in the career field of being a respiratory therapist. So I'm just taking the steps. I will be looking to get into PA school, so that's gonna be another step for me, physician's assistant. So yeah, that's something I definitely want to do. But
No, and I'm just well, me personally, I set goals for myself, and one goal that I have not yet, but I'm 3 years off away because I said it for when I had turned. Well, I said it for when I turned 35, so technically I'm 2 years off away, and I'm almost there. I told myself when I was 35, I will own my house because you always want to have something that is yours that passes down and passes down and passes down. And once I realized like how much I paid in month in rent, and I'm like, this is ridiculous when I can just buy my own. And when you sit and you actually talk to, well, I talked to my grandmother. My grandmother, she tell you the real. She's a very spiritual, go to church every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When it was open, when I tell you I was in church every day, I was like, Grandma. But that's my go-to person. And when we had a conversation, this was maybe 2 years ago, and she was like, you make a lot of money, put up for your house, because it makes no sense that her mortgage is only, let's just say $500 a month, and then I'm over here, if not doubling or almost tripling what she's paying a month just to rent. And they can come and sell that property at any given time and say, hey girl, guess what, you and your kids and your 2 dogs, y'all got 30 days, pack it up and go. So that's one thing that I have 2 years, and I'm almost there at my limit to where I'm like, down payment first, first mortgage, let's go. Let's go. That's my major key alert for me right there. Because it also says a lot, because I know out of my children, like I said, my oldest is the 15-year-old. She's watching me. She's watching how I move. So I need her to learn and understand, you work hard for what you want, baby. And you make sure that you work hard for what you want, because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong, with building with somebody. But make sure you can build on your own before you try to build with somebody. Because I always tell people this, you can't make nobody else happy if you're not happy with yourself.
There you go.
And that's just period. You have to be able to be happy in your own environment by yourself before you can be happy with the next man or woman, because we don't discriminate around here. Man or woman, you have to be happy with yourself. So that's one of my biggest things when it comes to my children. And I do have a little boy. He's 11, so I'm working on him. He's getting there, but and I'm just kind of like, I got to teach him too. So I'm like, you a man, you need to learn how to cook, wash your clothes, because at the end of the day, mommy's not gonna be here forever, and your sisters, they gonna go. You have to know how to stand on your own without that woman, because you got to be happy by yourself before you be happy with somebody else. Look, thank you.
We have came to the final.
Period.
We came to the final moments. Okay, I know it seemed like it went fast because this is very good, but okay. So, Godfather, I'm gonna let you kind of decide here based off what you've learned and heard tonight.
I'm still coming. No, I'm just kidding.
well, she coming. So
to both of y'all, okay? All three of y'all.
Wow. I mean, I have to say this: the answers from both ladies that's a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. Have you ever Have you ever had to want to choose both?
Oh, all the time.
She said, yeah, all the time.
She said all the time.
Well, BK.
Yeah, it's just it's just too hard. I mean, because all answers from every single question was like right on the head when it comes to what I believe, and then the explanation of even that was just like key. So I'm gonna have to go with both dating. There's no disaster here tonight, so.
Okay, look at. You
Okay.
can find love right here on Tag. You see it for yourself, everyone. Okay. Okay,
I'm
that
coming for the
concludes
hit.
my show for this week. Okay, if you ever want to sign up for the show, you can sign up in my IG, Wifey the Comedian. Also, my shows are previously recorded and put on my YouTube channel, Wifey the Boss, the same as it's spelled on here. Okay, Godfather, tell me about your show.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we got to go now because it starts right now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Late Nights with the Godfather, 9 p.m. right now. I got so caught up in the show. This is a great show. I got so caught up in it. Wifey the Boss is going to be our guest tonight. Big Proto's going to be singing. Honey Dip's going to be in the comments going, period, period. So,
Yes, period.
I will see y'all over. Just come on next door. We'll be over there, all right?
Okay.
All right.
And this concludes my show, Date or Disaster. Thank you, ladies, for tonight. Make sure y'all fave the guest, the host. Okay? Thank you.